what they say. So, interesting. I'm going to show you something else here in just a minute, but that also will tie into this thing very nicely. But people say, well, he just went to, Loyola University. Okay, so it's named after Ignatius de Loyola.
Ignatius.
Ignatius. The founder of the Jesuit order. Big deal. He just went, he got a degree. That doesn't make him a Jesuit. I don't think so. Some guy of his level that goes to a openly Jesuit school, and then ends up teaching in liberal, universities like Dallas Theological Seminary, he's a Jesuit. Don't tell me that you can go through Jesuit schooling and come out somehow opposing the views of the Jesuits. I mean, give me a break. I mean, if you're one of James White's followers, maybe you're stupid enough to believe that, but, Bible believers have been around for a while. We know better. But just, and look at if Norman Geisler is a Jesuit, let's look at this thing logically for a minute. If he is a Jesuit, what would one of the biggest things be that he would oppose? King James Bible-believing Christians. We're the biggest threat to popish persons.
You are. That's why you are just making such huge inroads. I see you guys out there debating Roman Catholics all the time. Oh, no, I don't. Never mind.
We always have been. That's why the Roman Catholic Church has never once endorsed the King James Bible. They'll endorse the NIV. They'll endorse the New Revised Standard Version.
Don't you love that level of historical? We'll go from the NIV back to King James. The stuff that was right after the Reformation. We'll just parallel them. We won't worry about what happened in between those times. But hey,
have Catholic editions of it. They'll endorse those new versions. They'll sell them. But you will never find Catholics truly endorsing the King James Bible. You'll never see it. So for a Jesuit to come out and say something on the Bible version issue, no surprise that he says the best book in print on a topic too often riddled with emotion and ignorance. That's what he says about you as a Bible-believing Christian. Excuse me. You're emotional and you're ignorant.
Boy, have we seen that over time, haven't we? We've proved it in almost every single debate we've done.
But we're not attacking you. You're emotional and ignorant, but we're not attacking you. We're saying it in love. See, we're smiling, Sure. Let me show you something else that's interesting.
Here we go.
About the older edition here of this King James only controversy. I thought this was kind of telling, and I've showed this in my ridiculous Bible perversions of the New Age video. Here you have, on the inside of the book, some Latin there.
By the way, I typeset that. I put that there. Recte ambulamus ad veritatem evangelii. Let us walking straight according to the truth of the gospel. Comes straight out of course, Paul's statement in Galatians about Peter not doing that. And here you're going to get if it's a symbol, it's satanic. Now, it may be a symbol of the Trinity, and it may be one of the best symbols of the Trinity. The tricetra, 3 equal arcs connected together in one of the best symbols of the Trinity. Oh, but a pagan might have used it. Yeah, they've used every symbol there is at some point in time, but this is the mindset. There won't be any consistency here. Anything you can use, you'll throw it out there. Context is irrelevant as long as you've played the Jesuit card. See, that's just, it's really easy.
And a tricetra.
Tricetra.
How about that? Used by witchcraft, as well as the Roman Catholic whore, which is the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth.
Notice there is a wedding ring on his finger, originated in paganism. Just thought I'd mention that in passing.
Witchcraft is subservient to the Vatican. But right there you have it. Again, a pagan symbol. And you say, well, he probably realized it was pagan and took it out and stuff because he's a fine Christian. Well, if that's the truth, and again, this is from the old video, why would he write a book called The Forgotten Trinity and put the same symbol on the front? The heart of Christian belief.
You notice the Ruckmanites don't produce stuff on the Trinity and stuff like that help people to reach Muslims and stuff like that, because it's a cult.
Pagan symbol on there. When the Bible clearly says that we're not supposed to make graven images of the Godhead.
You think that's supposed to be a picture of God? Really? Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Hey, did you see that eyebrow come up? Could we send this to the guys up in New York? I think that I think the guys up in New York need to go through this.
We should introduce these guys.
I really think
they should debate. You know what? The guys up in New York are always jonesing for a good debate.
Brother John Mary, let's get them.
Yep.
Let's get them together.
I love it.
Yep.
All this is just so crazy, and we won't even get into the fact that James White recommends the Nestle's text, which actually, what I'm going to get into that, because I get this all the time from little James White's followers.
Little James White?
You can't prove it. You can't prove it. He doesn't say anything about the Vatican. Okay, princess.
Okay, you ready? Oh, princess? That's nice. You ready? Carlos Maria Martini was on the UBS committee. There were Catholics involved, and therefore, as long as the Catholics around. Now, of course, the Textus Receptus was originated by a Catholic priest, but that doesn't matter, because you see, cult of King James onlyism, you never have to worry about applying the same standards. Never. Not once. One standard for the King James, another standard for everybody else. There you go.
I am going to prove it to you. Here we have the Nestle Aland, 27th edition. I have the 28th up there on the shelf above me. And we have page 45, the introduction. And you can just read that if you want to. But it's an agreement between the Vatican and the United Bible Societies. It has served as the basis for new translations and for revisions made under their supervision. Do you see it? Yes, the Nestle's text is done under the Vatican's supervision. And they get their little boy working on the team here of
little boy
scholars. I'll show you this guy. This guy's name. Carlo Maria Martini.
Now, by the way, what would actually be relevant about this to a clear-thinking person, not a cultic person? The fact, and a lot of people are already thinking about this, the fact that Rome has changed its understanding of the authoritative text. That would be relevant. For those of us that actually debate Roman Catholics and deal with Roman Catholicism,